Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
For starters, we don't let Corypheus worry us to death. Imagine how embarrassing that would be. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here. Although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
Remember what Corypheus has done while you plan. Every loss, every setback, every death. Let him learn what it means to be an enemy of the Inquisition.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or the Silurion.
Did you finish Cullen's mission? I've been on a for a while, a step to like do a Samson-related mission at the table, but I haven't found it. Like, I don't know if I've just overlooked it 20 times or something. So I'm at that point. The Inquisition is now forced to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Lavelle's army to the Arbor Wild so they face Corypheus' zealots in final time. The Inquisition must stop Corypheus before the Darkspawn Magister finds a long-lost elven artifact in the wilds to allow him to enter the fight physically and claim its power. If you do this, you can't do certain things anymore. Hang on. Oh, this was it right here. Busy. Red lyrium is very strange. How Samson's armor hasn't killed him, I don't know. I can find LD timing money. Shoot. Okay. Alright. We'll start Exalted Plains for now. Come back to that. Oh wait, no, Sarah was next. Get them in the same order I'm used to. Their order in the party determines the hotkeys you use to control them. Alright, what is this place? What'd you do to Bull? I got to a quest where I had to basically decide whether his whole company dies, the Chargers, or he's labeled a traitor by his people.
A place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War.
What'd you
Now
pick?
there's rebels
Save his
called
kids?
Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
What history were you talking about?
After the fall of Halam Sharal, what remained of the Elven army met the forces of the Exalted March here. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Your Worship. Let's get that. Okay. Let's go to the nearest thing.
Word for you.
Guardians of the Path. Let the light of Andraste lift your spirits. Oh, there's a statue up there. Hi.
Keep off the ramparts. I wonder why. Let's find out.
Let's find out. Let's trespass. Let's see what happens. The Inquisition have arrived. They will take the Dales and say it is the Herald of Andraste's right. There is no such right. These lands should be yours. We cannot allow the Inquisition to gain a foothold. As Orlay's true defenders, you know what to do. Memorials of the Second Exalted March. Remember where Andraste's champions first set foot in the Exalted Plains, called Durth Raven by the Elves. Halam Sharal's dark heart was conquered, but one last challenge came from the Elves, who would not submit to the Maker. They gathered upon the plain, our champions answering their call. Marching in Andraste's light, on the path of flame, Lord Demetrius's Aeron, Sister Amity, and Sir names. And names. Good old names. I remember them. Is it just me or does it look like Cassandra's wearing a cheese wheel? It's just you. It doesn't look anything like a cheese wheel. Let the eternal flame purify their soul. It's the best shield in the game. And it happens to look like a cheese wheel, yes. Also, Banana, I did go to the crafting table. I did not have the ability to make a shield with the same healing mechanic the cheese has. So I was not able to replace it. Torn Cheat. Dear Sir, enclosed is a payment for the last shipment. The Lord greatly enjoyed the fish, prepared exactly as you recommended. How do you like it? Please keep it coming. He has a hankering for trout this week. Someone killed the fish deliverer? Which one of you? Oh, probably you. This is weird. Demons not near a rift. You didn't have the right Fade Touch material? Well, then the cheese continues to provide.
How can anyone stop these things?
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, your worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Orlais.
The Civil War is over. Why are you still here?
What? What do you mean it's over? But we need to alert the Marshal, but no one's been able to...
I stopped that war weeks ago.
I should be going.
A lot of artillery for no one here operating it. Magical barrier.
There are so many. This was intentional.
So, think we just stopped like a corpse spawner or something? Where's my other party members? I hear Cass talking, but I don't see her. There they are. Arcane horror rags. Another what? I remember one day someone told me, they said there's a bug with Sarah that when she uses one of her elixirs where the whole world slows down so she moves super fast for 5 seconds, but you're not controlling her, that you just watch her just zip around like, quote, a hamster on caffeine. And I think I just got to see it for the first time. Because I turned around and I saw her just like idle walking all over the place at Mach 2. There's a horn. To doot or not to doot, chat? This is the question. Doot. Yo, I got some pipes! And this place just fills up in a heartbeat. Where were all you people when we had to fight the undead? You just sit back waiting on the doot? Unbelievable. Last words to my loved ones. If this letter reaches you, know that I died, and died well, in service of the noble Grand Duke. I did not run like others did when the battle grew too much. I did not lose faith in the Maker. I was courageous till the end. Yours always, Julian. Oh, so you're not there to help your family anymore, but the other people that ran are. Okay. Noted. Amberium. I just realized, does he have potions? He has a couple potions. Not a lot. This is gonna aggro some deer. Actually, it won't aggro them because they all died. Remember the victory of the Dales? The elves are murderous and wild, and the Maker's grace did not touch them. The wildest of them was the she-elf Lendirene, wielder of the great blade Evernera. Defiant to the last, she met Sir Brandis, the Silver Helm, in single combat, and he bested her. With Lendirene fell the Dales. Set it that way. Oh, wow. They died from the opening volley. Oh my goodness. They having a bad day. Vele Montelion.
Let's look around.
Yoink! The bull pole. These people can't survive. We don't know about the bull pole. I want you and your men to collect the dead and bring them to the ramparts. We have to burn them, gather them together, then leave. I'll deal with it from there, Gordian. Did Gordian have plans to make them undead summoning pits? Or did that just happen? Vintage Warden Tauntive Home. Crumpled missive. Did you hear? One of the recruits from Val Royeaux said they saw the famous Tom Rainier drinking at the Halberd east of Val Royeaux. I thought you'd be interested given your history. Although the lads probably only seen him in sketches, somehow I doubt the old captain's foolish enough to come within 100 miles of the capital. I'll let you decide whether you believe it. Anyway, I heard you might be relieved in a week or two. You could talk to Prulx, see if he'll let you take leave to follow the lead. He'll understand. He did allow you to enlist for our side even after what happened with Callier. Camp acquired. Oh man, that's a shame. I got a hand, you can talk to it. Let's go that way. I used to do every quest those people had until I realized it was an endless cycle of like, give me 5 iron, give me 5 cloth, give me 5 weeds, give me 5 iron. Repeat. And then I was like, what? They're just taking all my money. Like, it's enabling bad habits to talk to those people. Oh, there's a whatchamacallit up here. Help, I'm stuck. Sarah, move! Oh my god, the jumping in this game! There we go. Alright. Show me the money! There's one. Wait, why am I doing this? I said earlier I hate the shards. I can't stop! Ah! Where? Shoot. There. I see you've met Stockholm. Hi. Thank you. You know, earlier, I pet Chip a whole lot, and he let me pick him up, and I had him in front of the camera and stuff, and then I had hair all over my hands, and I was like, you know, if Anna brings me a sandwich later, I don't want to eat it with these hairy hands. And then I went and washed my hands in anticipation of the deliciousness of the sandwich. A lot of planning went into it. Last words. This letter found in the pocket of an undershirt of a dead soldier is nothing more than a heart drawn on paper, then rolled up and secured with a gold ring. Like a lighthouse or something? Ah! Bottle of Thetis. Thetis must taste terrible because people just leave it like unopened all over the place. Like, I'm not drinking that. So I'm just assuming it tastes pretty bad. It's like me with Pepsi. You give me Pepsi, you're just gonna find that Pepsi still sealed somewhere. Vintage, many years later. Thank you. We're in between two groups of enemies right now. Cowboy thunk! Sledgehammer to the dome. What you're saying is you want to send you Pepsi for a Christmas gift. Bertrand, that would be a waste of money. You'd be buying a drink, you'd be paying for a drink and paying for shipping for something I really would not enjoy. Something I've just kind of noticed.
This area is quite chaotic. We should be careful.
So, when I've got a thing where it's like whenever I hit with a spell, all my cooldowns go down by 1 second. But this counts as a spell, and it's very cheap. So I can spam that. So basically what I've been doing is just using that to do more magic missiles. But I can also do that to do more barriers. If I can get enough melee hits in, I can get barrier back up before it wears off. I'm actually not sure if any other mage type could do that. Might be an unexpected benefit to the Knight Enchanter. Wasted money, I spent $53 earlier day on digital back slots for Warrior. I'm leveling up to max out his back slots. Okay. I mean, if you don't care, you do what you gotta do. I would give the Pepsi to somebody else, though. It's like, ugh. Where's the team? Right here. You would re-gift my gift. I mean, yeah. What? Why are you turning this around, you freaking Twitter user? I gave you rat poison and you won't even eat it? Oh my gosh, you ungrateful swine! Cancel this shoe. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, okay, she calmed down. Hamster on caffeine. I'm gonna skip reading that one because I'm eating a sandwich. Stop giving Sarah energy drinks. More energy drinks! She's the one who based her entire class around, like, doping. Old journal. I weep at what the armies have done. Ditches scar the landscape, there's fire everywhere, all around's the smell of bitter smoke and spilled blood. I remember coming here as a boy, it was late summer and the plains were bright and golden, the earth was warm and felt like home, all that's gone. My mother said my father was from these parts, she never told anyone but me that he was an elf. Maybe part of me, the elf-blooded part, feels what the Dalish felt for centuries. This is my home, I would give anything to preserve it. I'll go now with the others, but when the war is over I'll return, it will be beautiful again. Oh, it's on the roof. Oh god. Okay. Good luck getting up there. I didn't need luck, Shelly. I had skills. There's that chain lightning. Whack! 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 I make my own sound effects. It's a bridge. Monk said he was done with shards. The thing is, there's a satisfaction to getting this crap off the map. And the shards keep appearing on my map, and I have to get them off. You missed my question about Solus. Have you spoken with him? Not
can fix this, right?
recently. I have talked to him multiple times since I got to Skyhold, but not today. I have not done a specific quest for him. There's a big something up there. You probably should go talk to him. I should probably do a lot of things. I'll add that to the list. I'm done with shards. I hate this game's platforming. Immediately platforms to reach a shard. Don't forget jumping. Complained about that too.
The demons are coming from down there. A reef.
A rift! Barrier on the NPCs. Oh, maybe it wasn't needed. I thought these were going to spawn more stuff. It's a dude! I can't use the dude right now. I have to take care of the rift! I've got guard. I gotta just go. Ah! The last one. Yep. Bottle status. Found more Pepsi. Finding the Thetas everywhere reminds me of those pictures of like when people, I forget where it was. There was some grocery store, and they thought that like there was like a hurricane warning, and people were like panicking and like buying up everything because they thought that they needed to basically shelter in their homes for a long period of time, and like all the aisles were completely sold out except the aisle of like vegan food. They're like, we would rather die than eat that. Like that was the only aisle that still looked stocked, and like no one was taking that stuff.